I hope by undertaking research focusing in sustainable development, we will be able to create change as part of a continuous improvement process.
Recognize the work of healthcare and life science scientists and organizations who contribute to innovative healthcare solutions.
I hope participants will continue their efforts in showcasing their hard work, find a product, and meet potential partners.
We are growing too fast. We walk fast. We eat fast. Though we have 24 hours in a day, somehow we share the same feelings. Time is passing so fast. We don't have enough time for ourselves until busy is the new norm in our life. But if you can turn back the clock, what good shall you do today? Let's put life back. We need the past to enlighten the present and the future. We need education. Through education, it reconnects you with the purpose of life. Reconnect with family and people. Reconnect with nature and habitat. Reconnect with unity and harmony. Reconnect with spirituality and peace.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Reconnect with good health and well-being. To create balance, UITM nurtures Buddhi in education and embraced it as values in life. A concept of social relationships. A philosophy and culture of politeness, reasoning and wisdom among Malaysians. UITM upholds Buddhi for sustainable community. Education reconnects you with the universe. Reconnect your world with UITM.
In the quest to search for knowledge and insights, diving deep for ideas to gain prominence, be they the scientists, teachers, accountants, entrepreneurs, engineers, artists, managers, lifesavers, mothers and fathers. Let us be a trusted companion, your preferred high-flying institution, as we achieve excellence holistically. Because we believe in nurturing our future talents, we endure sowing the seeds for a sustainable tomorrow. We harness your capabilities. We take steps and stances to broaden our knowledge and experience. We want to be the champion to uphold mankind's universal values, to encourage a deeper understanding of sustainability. We dare to be different. We instill values. We cherish the diversity, where science and arts complement each other. We go boldly. Set the scene. Steal the show. Think out of the box and set our sights. Walk far and wide. We dedicate ourselves to all our passion, to nurture the courage in all of us. We lead.
UCSI University has come a long way since 1986 as a Praxis University. Today, UCSI is ranked at the top 300 university in the world, rising steadily every year, reaching the rank of 284 in the year 2023. In the same year, UCSI became the only university in the world to receive the QS Recognition for Improvement Award, having improved by the most ranks in average. UCSI programs are ranked among the world's best in music and performing arts, hospitality, engineering, business management, art and design, social sciences, and medicine. As a Praxis University, our students are exposed to a wide learning experience. Thousands of corporate partners offer internship and work exposure to UCSI every year, enabling our students to apply what they learned in the classrooms to be practiced at the workplace. They give the students opportunities to work and learn. This resulted in our graduates attaining 100% employability score in all our programs. One of the hallmarks of being a UCSI student is the research attachment opportunity at world-leading universities at the undergraduate level, enabling them to publicize remarkable papers at the world stage. opportunity to study abroad, whether for a year or two, or for a short term of a few months, prepare our students the global outlook that the world needs today. Preparing as leaders for tomorrow. The students are exposed to real leaders today, from academics and economics, to social concern and topics on sustainability. Our students are set for the challenges today and the future. UCSI offers the largest fields of study in a Malaysian private university, whether in championing healthcare and medicine and pharmacy, impacting research and discoveries in applied sciences, applying skills and intelligence in engineering, influencing communication in social sciences, igniting the passion and creativity in arts and design, setting the global pace in hospitality and tourism, transforming architecture and built environment, celebrating with music and performance, excelling in the changing demand of the business world, or digitizing the world in computing and innovation. UCSI continues to serve with scholarships, producing tens of thousands of practitioners and young leaders from more than 110 nationalities. Beside its current main campus in Kuala Lumpur, and other campuses in Kuching and Spring Hill, UCSI has earmarked its Kuala Lumpur campus to expand as an edu city with 35,000 student capacity with various state-of-the-art facilities. Our students are the real stars of UCSI. They achieve and excel in the national and international stage. Driven with the passion to contribute, they prove their quality, participating in various events and attaining many successes. UCSI enables them to make the mark for themselves, build their own reputation, and create a brand for themselves to face the exciting world ahead of them. Every year, our medical students advance their undergraduate medical research at the Harvard Medical School. Others made the engineering impact at the Imperial College London, at Queensland, Australia, and Tsinghua, China. While some set their pharmaceutical legacy at University of Chicago and British Columbia. These are some of our students who have benefited from our Star Trek to the world's best universities. The world is changing, and they are at the forefront. The needs are evolving, we continuously confront. UCSI, a Praxis University.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our knowledge sharing session. We hope you'll enjoy the next webinar. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, a very good day to every one of you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me this opportunity to share my little experience about COVID-19 vaccine supply and demand modeling in Malaysia. And I'm going to share what is behind the scenes in the optimization, forecasting, and modeling work that I have done. Okay, without further delay, let's move on together. Before I share my experience, allow me to thank the government of Malaysia, particularly MOSTI and Academy Science Malaysia, for giving me the opportunity to involve in the national vaccination program last year. A bit introduction about myself. My name is Ting Chui. My academic qualification is PhD in IT, and I have been specializing in machine learning for the past 10 plus years. And currently I'm a professor at the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, Multimedia University, Cyberjaya. Before I begin with the core discussion about the modeling work, about the vaccine supply and modeling, allow me to have one slide about data science so that we have the same idea together. Now, data science is basically a study of data systems and processes. Well, it uses a combination of tools, application, principles, and algorithms to make sense of random data cluster. So they are random data coming in, and inherently there are a lot of undiscovered clusters. Now, data science focuses on data modeling to track the ever-growing data set. Just like our vaccination program, the registration count, the vaccinees, the vaccine supply, and demand keep changing from one month to another month. Even weekly, there are changes. So from the data, we create model, and from the models, we churn out information, and from there, we have insights that are actionable. Let me move on with the vaccine supply modeling first. Now we started vaccination program as early as February last year. The program actually went very smoothly from the beginning to the end, even though there are some hiccups. But anyway, using advanced methods in modeling, the team could solve the problem without much difficulty. Now anyway, these are some of the challenges in vaccine supply. How many vials of vaccine to be supplied to a particular state? What type of vaccine to be supplied to a particular PPV, the vaccination center? How to model and forecast the growth rate of vaccination rate, and also the registration rate. How to optimize the PPV capacity. Now there are two main approaches. The approach one is pretty much straightforward, which is registration driven. So if you have X number of registration projected 1 month from now, then you should have X number of vials for particular set of vaccines standby and ready by then. As for approach 2, we have to look into whether or not we have sufficient PPVs at a particular location. It can be district, it can be at a state level. Now let's look at the first approach, the registration driven approach. Now vaccine distribution and PPVs to be open follow the projected registration rate. As I mentioned just now, if you have X number of projected number of registration 1 month from now, you should have enough vaccine by then. Now such projection had allowed the committee to estimate the growth rate, and from there sufficient supply can be channeled to the relevant state. Now bear in mind that there are states that are a bit slow, while there are states that are very fast. So you have to strike a balance. You have to estimate correctly at the state level and not as a Malaysian level. And the challenge here is that some states will have first dose faster than the second dose in another state, and vice versa. So you have this type of situation coming in. So in short, we do a lot of regression estimation. We forecast the registration, we forecast the vaccine information. And this is an example using the earlier data set that we got in April. So we know that, okay, this is the estimated, but of course, as I mentioned, the estimation keep changing from week to week, from one state to another. So this is just an example that I can share with you here. We base on the registration rate to actually forecast and prepare the vials of vaccine as sufficient as possible. The second approach is basically through the PPV capacity driven. Now MMU, we have Malacca campus, we have the Cyberjaya campus. Now both campuses we have PPVs, right? And these PPVs were actually had to go through a committee, approval committee, before they could be PPVs. Now, getting these PPVs could be quite difficult because we have to estimate whether or not we have sufficient supply to the PPVs and we have enough people to go into the PPV. Okay. The challenge that is different PPVs will have different capacity. That is number one. For example, in this case here, MMU PPVs is considered mega PPV. We can accommodate around 2,000 per day. As for clinic ABC, right, which is only 60 per week, while the Kerajaan clinic or the KK could be 200 per day. So you can see that different PPVs will have different count, right, different expectation. Therefore, even though unlimited vaccine supply we have and we can give to that particular PPVs, but we have a lot of constraints. We have not only the constraint in terms of the PPV setup, but we have also the number of medical officers. Do we have enough medical officers at that particular PPV for vaccination purpose? Do we have enough manpower or not? That is also a concern from the beginning. So as for the PPV capacity driven approach, it is a bottom up approach where, okay, now for this particular state, you have this number of district. So for each district, these are the PPVs that you can prepare, right? You can set up. So from there, you accumulate all the numbers, and that will be the estimated daily doses that we need to supply to that particular state. Of course, there are some added vials to the state to ensure that that particular state will have sufficient vials. Now, when I go into a more detail on the PPV capacity driven, you have two challenges. We had two challenges. Number one, how do you optimize the capacity, right? We do not want to have oversupply of manpower. That's number one. And we sometimes one state will have more than sufficient manpower. So we want to ensure that we optimize the resources. So that therefore the optimization techniques came into picture. Right? So you see, some state will have X number of PPV type 1, right? Say for example, in this case, this particular state will have 10 units of PPV type 1, 5 units of PPV type 2, and 4 units of PPV type 4. And how do we actually optimize it so that the cost is at minimum, but the number of vaccination can be maxed up, right? So these are some of the challenges apart from the PPV. We have to look into the population, the behavior, the people behavior there. What sort of vaccination brand we have to make sure that this specific brand is sufficient, because we do not want the dose 1 and dose 2 to be very different. Okay, so if you have Pfizer for dose 1, you should have Pfizer for dose 2. That is the ideal case, of course. And we also have to make sure that we give priority to hotspot area, and also, of course, the vaccine storage. All right, so all these things comes into picture when we design the PPV and also the vaccine supply to that particular PPV. To ensure that everything is calculated as accurate as possible, we develop some simulation tool which is backed by AI. The first one on the left, you can see that we are estimating the number of vaccinee coming into the vaccine center per day, right? We do a lot of Monte Carlo analysis, so we did a lot of forecasting also inside there. And on the right hand side, you have another we have a map to actually monitor the cluster growth and whether or not we have sufficient PPV for that particular hotspot area. I think that's all for the knowledge sharing. Thank you again for the opportunity given to me. Thank you.